अभिसन्ध्याया यो हिंसान् अभिसन्ध्याया यो हिंसाम् दम्भम् आश्चर्यम् एव वा दम्भम् आश्चर्यम् एव वा संरम्भाभिभिन्ना दृक्भावम् संरम्भाभिभिन्ना दृक्भावम् मयि कुर्यात् सा तामसः मयि कुर्यात् सा तामसः अभिसन्ध्यायो हिंसाम् दम्भम् आश्चर्यम् एव वा संरम्भामि भिन्ना दृक्भावम् मयि कुर्यात् सा तामसः. Word by word meaning. Abhisandhyaya, having in view, yaha, he, who, himsam, violence, dambham, pride, matsaryam, envy, eva, indeed, va, or, samrambhi, angry, binna, separate, drik, whose vision, bhavam, devotional service, mayi, to me, kuryat, may do, saha, he, tamasaha, in the mode of ignorance. Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Devotional service executed by a person who is envious, proud, violent and angry, and who is a separatist is considered to be in the mode of darkness. Purport. It has already been stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam 1st canto 2nd chapter that the highest, most glorious religion is the attainment of causeless, unmotivated devotional service. In pure devotional service, the only motive should be please the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is not actually a motive, that is a pure condition of a living entity. In the conditioned stage, when we engage in devotional service, you should follow the instruction of the bona fide spiritual master in full surrender. The spiritual master is the manifested representation of the Supreme Lord because he receives and presents the instructions of the Lord as they are by disciplic succession. It is described in Bhagavad Gita that the teachings herein should be received by disciplic succession. Otherwise, there is adulteration. To act under the direction of bona fide spiritual master with a motive to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead is pure devotional service. But if one has a motive for personal sense gratification, his devotional service is manifested differently. Such a man may be violent, proud, envious, and angry, and his interests are separate from the Lord's. One who approaches the Supreme Lord to render a devotional service, but who is proud of his personality, envious of others, or vengeful, is in the mode of anger. He thinks that he is the best devotee. Devotional service executed in this way is not pure. It is mixed and is of the lowest grade, tamasaha. Srila Viswanath Chakravarti Thakura advises that Vaishnava who is not good character should be avoided. A Vaishnava is one who has taken the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the ultimate goal of life. But if one is not pure and still has motives, then he is not a Vaishnava of the first order of good character. One may offer his respects to such a Vaishnava because he has accepted the Supreme Lord as the ultimate goal of life, but one should not keep company with a Vaishnava who is in the mood of ignorance. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. So till the previous chapter, Kapiladeva explained what is Atma, what is Sankhya philosophy, what is devotional service, and all other subject matters. In this chapter, Kapiladeva is focusing more on different types of devotional service. Here, the devotional service is again influenced by three modes of material nature. Devotional service in the mode of ignorance, devotional service in the mode of passion, devotional service in the mode of goodness, and the topmost is pure devotional service, Suddha Sattva or transcendental. So, in this particular sloka, Kapiladeva is explaining what is the devotional service in the mode of ignorance, what kind of qualities he will have. In the mode of ignorance, a devotee will perform devotional service with some motives. Those motives are envious, proud, violent, and angry, and separatist. With these motives, he will practice bhakti. In the mode of passion, with the mode of sense gratification, he will practice devotional service. If I do devotional service, I'll get this. In the mode of goodness, a devotee will perform devotional service in the mode of liberation. In the mode of pure goodness, Suddha Sattva or pure devotional service, his aim is only to satisfy the Supreme Lord. He doesn't have any other motives. Anyabhilashita sunyam jnana karmadya anavrutam anukulyena krishnanushilanam bhakti ruchyate. That means anyabhilashita sunyam. Other motives, other desires are zero. Anukulyena krishnanushilanam. Accept everything which is favorable for Krishna consciousness. Here, in the mode of ignorant devotion, the person will be influenced with these qualities. Number one, envious. Very dangerous element. We always should be um, cautious this kind of envious qualities. Number one, we should not be envious on others. Number two, we should avoid envious people. Okay. So how can we do that? What is enviousness, and how can I keep away from envious people, or how can I stop the envious thoughts towards others? The envious will come if other person has something bigger than you. It can be material, or it can be devotion, or it can be intelligence, or whatever. If somebody has something higher than you, then this envious will arise. This whole material world is driving only one force, that is envious. That guy is having that much big building, I also want to have that kind of building. So whole material development, so called the material development, is happening on the factor of envious. Once a self-realized person become a devotee, automatically he will give up the material enjoyment. This envious should go away if he understood the philosophy correctly. Srila Prabhupada, in the beginning of this chapter, he is explaining two types of devotees. One type of devotee is a sentimental practitioner. Just he want to practice devotional service by sentiment. Other type of devotional service is understand the tattva, understand the philosophy, and perform the devotional service in alignment of the philosophy. Without devotion, philosophy is useless. That is only jnana. But with the devotion, if you have a philosophy, tattva, what is the Supreme Lord, what is the living entity, what is the relationship between these two elements, how this material nature will influence, if you understand that philosophy, then you can safeguard with all these bad qualities. Otherwise, people simply do a sentimental devotion without proper Vaishnava qualities. If you are performing devotional service, means not putting tilaka, not wearing dhoti kurta, or doing arati, all the stuff. That is required. But you will become a Vaishnava when you exhibit all 26 qualities of a Vaishnava. Those qualities we should wear like a garland. Then only we should consider him as a Vaishnava. The envious thing, when even whoever is practicing for so many years, we can observe some tinge of enviousness. Why this enviousness is coming? Because of two reasons. Number one, that person is not hearing or reading the Vedic scriptures, Srila Prabhupada books, and spiritual masters' instructions attentively. If you hear attentively or if you read these books, automatically this enviousness will go away. Number two, Purvapu Vasana. Purvapavasana means before you come to Krishna consciousness, we developed some certain type of subtle body, subtle consciousness in this life, in our previous lives. So sometimes, even though you are practicing devotional service, the Purva Vasanas will arise again. This enviousness, all these things will come again, and it will pollute your mind. This enviousness can be created by the mind or can be created by other persons. Two ways. The mind, because of our subtle nature, because of our previous life or this before Krishna conscious life, whatever the attributes that we have, sometimes we will exhibit them even after coming to the Krishna consciousness. So we have to be careful. If these kind of qualities are coming, with your intelligence, with your reading of the scriptures, with that knowledge, you should suppress or you should stop that kind of nature. Other one is somebody will influence you, will make you envious on others. Just like Mandara in Ramayana. Between 3 wives and 4 sons, there was no enviousness or there is no sense gratification. But Mandara influenced that envious factor and whole Ramayana started. So we have to be careful. If somebody is giving any advice or anything, we need to assess, is it in line with my devotional service? Is it in line with my spiritual master instruction? Is it in line with my service to the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna? Then only we need to open our ears. Otherwise, we need to ignore them and move on. We need to be very careful. If once this envious plant is seeded in our heart, that will grow, and it will cause grudges, complaining nature, and it will create whole chaos in the community. So we should always keep away from envious person, like a snake. Snake is also, even though if you are feeding milk every day, the snake may bite you anytime. Similarly, if you are associating a person who is envious, even though you are making friendship and you are making him happy, but he will bite you with his talks and with his thoughts. So we have to be very careful. If you are getting any envious thoughts on some person is progressing in devotional service, maybe he is progressing in his deity worship, or is progressing in his preaching or in book distribution or some other seva, one should not envious. One should feel happy how much Krishna mercy has upon him, or one should try to develop appreciating quality. Wow, this Prabhu is doing wonderful service. So we need to immediately, if you see something higher than you in anyone, instead of in feeling envious, you should convert that envious into appreciation. Yes, this person is doing good. Lord has good mercy upon him. Then you can easily overcome this envious. The next quality here it is mentioned, proud. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, it is explaining that Sarvapadi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam Rishikesha Rishikena Sevanam Bhakti Rishyate. Proud will come with the bodily identification. If you are identifying your body as I am this, I am that, then this proud element will come. Let's say I'm a Brahmana, or I'm a Kshatriya, I'm a rich man, I'm a software engineer, I'm a handsome person, I'm intelligent. When you have this kind of bodily designations, if you have, this proud will come. With that proud is like a cloud. If you have a proud, you cannot see the Supreme Lord. You cannot surrender to the Supreme Lord. You cannot surrender to spiritual master. As like if you have a cloud, you cannot see sun and moon, and you will be in the darkness. Similarly, if you have a proud, we cannot see the Supreme Lord with the open heart. So, Sarvapadi Vinirmuktam. We need to remove all those designations and engage all our senses in the service of Krishna. Then automatically all the senses will be purified, and automatically your devotional service will be increased. This proud is the culprit. Proud will not make us to surrender. We need to realize that whatever the designations, whatever the qualities, or whatever the riches, opulences that you have is temporary. And also, you got with the mercy of the Supreme Lord. So, we need to be humbler as much as possible, like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said. Trinadapi sunichena taroriva sahishnuna amanena manadena kirtaniya sadahari. With this proud, we will expect some respect. Even in the devotional service also, people will show some degree of proud. I'm chanting 16 malas, I'm the leader of this many devotees, or I'm doing so and so advanced course. So I can sing more than anybody else. This kind of proud will come. How can we suppress this proud? The minute when you have this proudness arising in your attitude or in your mind, immediately you need to realize that whatever the credit that I am getting, just because of the mercy of the Supreme Lord, I am an unqualified foolish person, just like our acharyas. If you get any little credit, immediately you need to hand it over to previous acharyas. When all the journalists came and asked Srila Prabhupada, you established a worldwide ISKCON and you influenced so many devotees. What is the success behind that? Srila Prabhupada immediately told that he did not accept that his success. He told that I am a fool, number one. I just followed my spiritual master's instruction and it happened. So immediately, if anybody come and appreciate you, Prabhu, you did so and so service so wonderfully, then you should not get proud of it. Oh yes, I can do that kind of service very easily. You should not say like that. You should say, yes, with the mercy of Guru and Krishna, I was able to do that. Please pray for me. Or all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru and Gauranga. So that this proud will go away. The more you grow, the more humble you need to show. The more you grow, that means that much bigger servant you are in spiritual world. In material world, the more you grow, the more you are arrogant. But in the spiritual world, completely opposite. Okay. Next quality, violent. So this violent and angry will come if you are overloaded with the enviousness and proud. If you are not enviousness on others, there is no point of violence. The peak stage of enviousness is violent and angry. So we should be careful. If you are getting any such kind of violence thoughts, angry thoughts, immediately you need to take a break and you need to focus on your sadhana properly, and you need to uh, purify yourself first. And then separatist. Separatist, as we discussed in the beginning of the sloka, the separatist in the mode of ignorance, he is completely separated with the devotional service. Only he has all these qualities. Because of these motives, he is practicing devotional service. Somebody else became a devotee, I also want to become a devotee. I will also do that. Or somebody did this one, I will also do that. So this kind of motive bring them to the path of bhakti, but they don't have a pure consciousness or pure devotional attitude. So we have to be very careful. These qualities, especially purva vasanas and association, will pull down us again and again. So we should follow spiritual master instruction carefully, take more and more association of Srila Prabhupada books and the spiritual master, so that all these qualities will go away. We should not practice anything sentimentally. We should follow the disciplic succession. And if you feel anybody is having these qualities, try to not associate much with them. Just say Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you very much. Just move on. Don't try to hear their words. They will pollute your consciousness. So, thank you very much. Over to Madhupati Prabhuji.
Thank you very much, Kapikanta. I'd like to wish everybody a safe and Krishna conscious day. We'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama.
Ram, Hare Ram.
Jai Nrsimha, Jai Nrsimha, Jai Jai Nrsimha, Pralatesha, Jaya Padma Mukha Padma Bringam. Ugravira Mahavishnu, Jvalantam Sarvatomukam, Nrsimham Vishyam Bhadram Nityam Nityam Nahamyam. Nrsimha Bhagwan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Let's offer our humble obeisances to all the Samavishnu, Vanchakalpataru Bhayascha Kripa Sindhu Bhayavacha. Patitanam Pavanebhayo Vishnavebhyo Namaha Vaishnavinda ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Lord Premanande,
Hari 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 Bol. Thank you everybody. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.